What is going on, everybody? This is Mega from Mega X Anime Text Openings, and welcome to another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you something that's a little interesting. Recently, when I was rewatching Code Geass, I noticed during the very first opening to the first season of Code Geass, during the very first scene, you see this map of Japan, and you see a target that stops somewhere in Japan. However, when you look at a map of Japan, you'll notice that the map of Japan is actually, I mean, the actual target isn't pointing towards where Tokyo is, which is where the majority of Code Geass actually takes place in. It's actually pointing at Takayama for some reason. Now, what is Takayama? Takayama is a town in the northern Gifu prefecture of Japan, and it's located near the mountain Alps of Japan now. And in Takayama is also known for its old town, which is and has shops and houses that have been around since that are preserved and have been around since the Edo period. Now, and also another thing that they're known for is that every morning the local farmers sell their local produce, stuff like oranges, like just various fruits, bananas, apples or oranges, etc. So why would the target be pointing there of all places? Because nowhere in the entire two seasons is Takayama ever mentioned in all of Code Geass. So why would the target be pointing there of all places? Now, so what I did is I looked looked around, and I tried to find an estimate of when the of how long during the final scene of how long it's actually been, like during the aftermath of Zero Requiem. But I couldn't find like an actual like estimate. The only thing I can really find was like an unofficial estimate on the wiki, and pay close attention to this right here. In the Suzaku now lives the remainder of his life as Zero, becoming non-knowledge protector in the following months, aided by Shinaizo. According to this, it's saying in the following months. So with that in mind, I would assume that in the final scenes, it's been during the aftermath of the Zero Requiem, it's been about a few months to a year since the Zero Requiem. Now, that's not a lot of time to escape Japan, and if you want people to think you're dead, you're not gonna want to be seen. And honestly, in my research, I found that Takayama is actually only a 2-hour trip from Tokyo, and since it's an idle preserved town and a farmer's town, it's not that big of a city. And I feel that it would actually be a good place to hide out if I was Lelouch. So here is the one of the scenes from during the cart scene. Pay close attention to like the vegetation, like the mountains and stuff, and the grass. Here's like the more famous the second one where we see the grass, and like we see the mountains in the background, and we see that it's like very like it seems like it's spring because you can see some flowers there, and there you can see mountains in the background. Now here's a picture of what the farmer's portion of Takayama actually looks like. And what's one thing you notice? Mountains and and leafy flowers as well. Going back, look right here. Look towards the bottom of the screen. You'll see that there are leafy portions. I mean, the grass is very leafy, and there are flowers and a mountain, and the trees look very similar as well. So with all of this, I feel that Lelouch is actually mm, escaped with C2 to Takayama, and that is why the in the very first scene of Code, in the very first opening of the first season, I think that's why the target is pointing there, because that's where Lelouch and C2 ended up. And if this is true, then this means that they were planning a season 3 from the very beginning. So yeah, this has just been a little video on something cool that I noticed, and if you agree with me or not, then mm, be sure to let me know in the comments, and we can discuss this further. So this has been Mega from Mega X Anime's X Openings, and I will see you again next time.